What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tru Element 78 in the building with
Your one and only reigning, defending Mondo Lucha Hall of Famer, the X-Man, Xavier Mustafa.
And Dave Meltzer's future replacement, everyone's favorite narcissist, the natural Chris Black.
and today is Saturday, April 3rd, 2021, and you're tuned into the Saturday Night Slamcasters. On this episode, it's a special edition where we're going to run down NXT Stand and Deliver, which is going to be happening on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So that's April 7th and April 8th. It is the big, pretty much NXT show that is during WrestleMania week. I guess we're 1 week away from WrestleMania. WrestleMania is 1 week from tonight, so NXT is going to be having a 2-night extravaganza. So they're going to be going up against, I believe, Impact starts on Thursday, so they're going to be having the Wednesday night show go up against AEW, and I believe Wednesday they're going to be going, or Thursday they're going to be going up against Impact. Is that when Impact is moving channels, Xavier Mustafa?
I thought it was the 12th.
Okay.
But that don't sound right either because that's Monday.
The 12th is a Monday. I thought they were moving to Thursdays.
So it must be the 15th.
The 15th? Okay. All right. Well, then they get a free pass then. But anyways, we are here to discuss this show and provide you guys with our predictions. And I'm going to pass it over to the host of this episode, Xavier Mustafa.
All righty, let's talk about night one, which is going to be Wednesday, April 7th, live from the Capitol Arena. It's going to be on the U.S. network, the USA network, and it's also going to be streaming on the Peacock in the U.S. and in the WWE network anywhere else.
He said that Peacock very aggressively.
Because if you hear what they're doing right now to the library is very cockish.
And we're going to be discussing that on our next podcast episode because I don't know how much longer this podcast is going to survive, or we're just not going to cover WWE pay-per-views because I can't support what Peacock is doing and the product that's going to come out of that. But we're here to talk about NXT.
I'm all in support of not covering WWE. We can make the whole show go around basically New Japan, but that's just my vote.
I think that might not be a bad idea. We just need to get some of our listeners to cross over to the NJPW.
I don't know. We can pull Xavier Mustafa away from NXT and NXT UK.
Well, no, I didn't say NXT. Just like Raw and SmackDown can just go to hell.
Well, mainly Raw, but like I said, we're here to discuss NXT. We're not going to talk about where people go to get demoted following NXT.
All right. So night one, first we're going to talk about the Eliminator match, which is going to be Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Dexter Lumis, Isaiah Swerve Scott, LA Knight, and Leon Ruff will battle in a gauntlet eliminator match where the winner will be advancing to night 2 to challenge Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship. And Johnny Gargano was not happy about this because he only gets 24 hours to prepare for his opponent. However, oh wait, no, that didn't work. Sorry, never mind. I thought something happened that didn't. The way this gauntlet eliminator is going to work is 2 men will start in the ring. Every 4 minutes, another competitor will enter. The only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or submission. And the last man remaining will challenge Gargano the next night for the NXT North American title. The entry order, which was based off what happened in the Battle Royal this week, Isaiah Swerve Scott will be first, followed by Leon Ruff, which makes sense because these two guys have been kicking the shit out of each other for the past couple of weeks, followed by Bronson Reed, followed by Cameron Grimes, followed by Dexter Lumis, and then followed by LA Knight.
I gotta say, I liked how they started the Battle Royal. Like, Leon Ruff came out to start beating the piss out of Isaiah Swerve Scott. Like, all over the CWC, the COVID arena is become known by a lot of people. I had a feeling because we talked about LA Knight possibly being done before he even got started. I think there's only 2 people that can win this, and I think that would be Bronson Reed or LA Knight. Because I think that Isaiah Swerve Scott and Leon Ruff are going to cancel each other out. Dexter Lumis is just a psychopath, so I don't know what he's going to do. And Cameron Grimes has already had his shot.
Well, one thing I will say is I listen to a lot of Something to Wrestle With, Bruce Pritchard, and Conrad Thompson would always give Bruce Pritchard shit because he'll be like, you guys are bringing this big star in, or you guys planning on pushing this guy, and the first thing y'all do is make him lose. And Bruce Pritchard would always stand behind that and be like, well, why do you got to always have the win all the time? Why can't you tell the comeback story? So when I thought about that and I thought about the whole LA Knight situation, I said, you know what, that's probably what they're doing with him. So I'm going to go with LA Knight winning this, even though it wouldn't make sense because he'll be going against
Gargano. They're both heels.
Because it'd be heel versus heel. And WWE doesn't necessarily like that.
I guess I'll have to go with Dexter Lumis.
Hey. I was looking at this match, and I was thinking that it'd be a good story, a good kind of like, full circle if Leon Ruff comes out on top and then actually defeats Johnny Gargano. Now, I don't know if WWE is that creative, but I don't know, looking at all the men that are involved, it's just like, I'm totally against, well, not just against, I don't think they can pull off a heel versus heel. So that eliminates LA Knight, Cameron Grimes. I don't think Dexter Lumis got enough interest, number one. Maybe that's just me. It's Isaiah Swerve Scott. They seem to have just, I don't know, kind of given up on him. So it's kind of between Bronson Reed and Leon Ruff, sorry. I don't know. After I've said all that, I guess Bronson Reed will win. I guess it also depends on the order. Do you know the order of people coming out?
Yeah, so the first one is going to be Swerve Scott, Leon Ruff, then Bronson Reed, then Cameron Grimes, then Dexter Lumis, then LA Knight.
Damn. So Bronson Reed have to go through Swerve Scott or Leon Ruff, Cameron Grimes, Dexter Lumis, and LA Knight. That's a hell of a... I'm going to stick with Bronson Reed. I hear what you're saying with the whole LA Knight thing, but I totally disagree with their debut a person and then just job him his first night.
It's not even just when they debut somebody. It's when they debut somebody with a whole bunch of pomp and circumstance around them.
I mean, I've heard the argument before is they just want to get that first loss out of the way. But damn, a brand new person.
It has turned around for people like AJ Styles. He didn't win his first feud. He didn't win his first match when he came in. But it's still not the best look. Still not the best look because WWE always does it. That's just the way they bring people in. They pretty much always lose their first match back, unless your name is Edge.
Like I said, that's that whole humbling shit that I don't like.
You gotta eat a banana when you say you don't like that shit.
Well, based off what you said, I still think it's gonna be Dexter Lumis, and this is why. Leon Ruff still has unfinished business with Isaiah Swerve Scott. That's not going to be finished at this event. Bronson Reed would probably be my second pick, but Dexter Lumis still has beef with Gargano, especially after Dexter Lumis, quote unquote, kidnapped Austin Theory and fed him ice cream, and they watched cartoons, and he had a great time. But yeah. But that's why I say it'll be Dexter Lumis.
All right, well, I think we got two Bronson Reeds and a Dexter Lumis. So we'll see who takes that.
All right, another match that was just added this Wednesday was Kushida versus Pete Dunne. This match came together after these two attacked each other, and then we was like, wait a minute. This is a match we haven't seen that we need to have. while they were participating in the qualifier for the Gauntlet Eliminator match at NXT Takeover. I like Pete Dunne. I like Kushida, but Kushida's been taking a lot of L's lately. But Pete Dunne has been taking a lot of L's lately too. But I want to see Kushida get a win.
And first of all, they both gonna beat the shit out of each other.
Oh yeah.
This is definitely going to be a good match. But I'm going with Pete Dunne. This is the former UK champ. Yes, Kushida, comes from, New Japan Pro Wrestling. But I think Pete Dunne gets the win.
I think we're going to have British strong style versus Japanese strong style in this match. So there's going to be the fight for supremacy pretty much between those two different styles. They kept Kushida undefeated for pretty much a damn year, and now he just can't buy a win. I don't think Pete Dunne necessarily needs it. I think Kushida needs it to stay relevant. So I'm going to go with Kushida. And it was funny because I haven't watched NXT in a while, but I got I feel like Kushida is doing like a parody of Orange Cassidy, with his little gimmick now.
I think it's Orange Cassidy mixed with Tajiri.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Well, at least they don't just have him being Japanese. At least it's not his character. Because I hadn't seen Xia Li in a while, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
You mean what's his name on the main roster? The King of Strong Style. He's just Japanese.
I just want to say I'm loving the Xia Li stuff. And I'm actually kind of happy.
Chinese. She's not Japanese.
She's
Chinese.
Yeah.
I'm happy that they didn't have this come to an end at this pay-per-view. I'm glad they're probably going to wait till the next one so as to finally get who that woman is. But anyway, let's move on. Chris Black, did you pick your winner?
Yeah, I said Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne, I got Kushida, and you had...
I had Kushida. So it's 2-1 again.
Okay. All right, the next match is the NXT Tag Team Championship Triple Threat match. MSK versus the Grizzled Young Veterans versus Legado del Fantasma. This match came together out of Danny Burch being injured, so him and Wanzi Locken had to relinquish the tag team titles. I'm going to go with Legado del Fantasma on this one. The reason being, I think to keep this faction together, you got to put a belt on those guys. And since I think their leader is going to be losing in night 2, they need something on those 3 guys. I think MSK needs to be the underdogs going against whoever wins this match. And I think the time for the Grizzled Young Vets is over in the main NXT roster.
So you think that they're going to be getting demoted to the main roster?
Oh, they're demoted. I just don't think they need to be the top team right now.
Oh, I thought you said they were done at NXT, so that's why I said.
I mean NXT US.
Okay. I'm going to go with Legado del Fantasma, and I'll explain why once we get to night 2.
See, you're thinking the same thing I am.
See, okay. I see where this prediction show is going. I'm going with MSK. And I understand what you're saying, Mustafa, that they're going in as the underdogs. But in a triple threat match like this, I think the underdogs can get the win. And I do agree that they're probably going to be feuding with Legado del Fantasma afterwards. I don't know. They got to make it interesting. I just don't think that's a hell of a name to say. Legado del Fantasma. I don't think they're interesting enough. And yeah, even if their leader loses, just by them holding gold, that don't mean shit for a faction.
It does, but we'll get there. We'll get there. But I don't want to see MSK win. Obviously, everybody knows I don't watch a whole bunch of NXT. MSK just gave me Young Bucks vibes. Like, this is what the Young Bucks would be doing if they came to WWE.
All right. Well, now we're going to go to, I'm going to say my main event. Because
this no is offense. Death Somebody's gonna die.
No offense
That
to
someone will be Ciampa.
no offense to our NXT Women's Champion. I'm looking forward to this match, and it's going to be Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa. Can Walter continue his record-setting reign as NXT United Kingdom Champion against the Blackheart? The ring general will put his title on the line against Tommaso Ciampa on night one of NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Walter's indomitable stable Imperium courted Ciampa and tag team partner Timothy Thatcher to join their ranks. The Blackheart denied, and Thatcher, who shares a storied history with Imperium, seemingly disappeared, with Ciampa holding Imperium responsible for his absence. And that leads us to this. Oh my God. I'm going to let you guys go first. I need to calm down.
I don't think Ciampa's neck is going to hold up to the chops.
Dude, we know that man has no regard for his neck. So I hope he walks out of this alive. But we got to give this to Walter. He's not losing this title.
Yeah, he's not losing. I'm going with Walter, and I hope WWE has them African, them Ghanaian funeral dancers on standby. This should have just been a casket match. They might as well just make this a casket match.
Don't get me wrong. Tommaso Ciampa's not going to go out like no punk. He's not.
It's going
to be a hell of a fight. He's not going to go down easy, but he's going down.
Tommaso Ciampa's taking the summer off. That's why he's having this match.
I'm going to put this on record.
Is this a retirement match?
No, he's just taking the summer off.
I'm going to put this on record, and I know Chris Black is probably going to put some New Japan match in its place. However, I'm going to go with match of the year already for this match. And on the night that we're going to get Kushida and Pete Dunne, and we're going to get Walter and Tommaso Ciampa, we can only be so thankful for a night like this.
Neither one of those matches are going to be better than the Arcade Anarchy match that AEW put on this week, but I digress.
No, nobody cares about AEW.
I don't know. I think there's a match in night 2 that might be a contender.
That's true, but it's definitely going to be match of the year. Well, one of the match of the year candidates, and that's going to be Walter defeating Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT UK Championship. That's my pick.
Yeah, like I said, Tommaso Ciampa is going to take the summer off to drink steaks through a straw, and on the beach.
Fix his collapsed chest.
He's going to come out here with a chest like Kofi Kingston.
Next up,
he's going to come out of here with a chest like Darkseid.
Next up, we got the NXT Women's Championship. The champion, Io Shirai, defending against Raquel Gonzalez. Io Shirai isn't waiting for her next challenger to step up and said she's coming to them. The Genius of the Sky will defend the NXT Women's Championship against the dominant Raquel Gonzalez, her opponent of choice, as they main event night 1 of NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Time and time again, Shirai has soared past the competition, prevailing against the best NXT has to offer. Candice LeRae, Toni Storm, Dakota Kai, Tegan Nox have all failed to knock her from her throne. I'm going with Io Shirai retaining.
Oh, man. So, okay, this is why I think WWE booking is kind of fucked up. I think by Raquel Gonzalez, correct me if I'm wrong, Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai had the NXT Tag Team Women Championships for like a cup of coffee. Because they book week to week and not long term. I think they want Raquel Gonzalez to be a bigger deal, so they took the titles off of them. But I have a feeling they're going to have Raquel beat Io Shirai. Shirai's been the champ for a long time. And I'd hate to see her go on the main roster and do nothing, but I think she's going to get that call up. I think Raquel Gonzalez is winning this match.
I'm going to second that. I think that it's time for Raquel to do something. If Raquel Gonzalez loses this match, even though we know Io Shirai and the type of competitor she is, I think Raquel Gonzalez would be in that Nyla Rose spot from AEW if she were to lose this match, because they built her up. She spent all Wednesday night beating the fuck out of Io Shirai, swatting her away like she was a mosquito. And then to go in there and you know how WWE does, and obviously this is NXT, so it's a lot different than the main roster. If this was the main roster, Io Shirai would win with a roll up or a victory roll, and Raquel Gonzalez will have that invisible force field around the ring that stop her from going and beating the piss out of Io Shirai for winning on such a fluke. But I think that the ace in the whole of Dakota Kai and just the power of Raquel Gonzalez, I believe that that's where we're headed. That Raquel Gonzalez wins, and then I don't know who in NXT is going to be the next lady to step up. So,
all right. Well, 1 for Io Shirai, 2 for Raquel Gonzalez, and with that, that includes our coverage of night 1 of NXT Stand and Delivered, which is going to be April 7th, live from the Capitol Wrestling Center. That's going to be
Ovid
on USA.
Wrestling Center.
That's going to be on USA and Peacock.
But I do just want to add one more thing. You mentioned her getting demoted to the main roster, and as far as Io Shirai is concerned, and this I guess is a spoiler for the WrestleMania predictions. She probably does go to the main roster. I actually think they're gonna beat. I actually think they're gonna beat Rhea Ripley and let Asuka retain, and Io Shirai is gonna appear. So.
Ooh.
That's a spoiler for the WrestleMania predictions that's going to be coming to you guys next Thursday. So
let's just hope they don't pair her with Asuka and they have another Kabuki Warriors.
they're going to be called the Japanese Buzzsaws.
Lord have mercy. And if you didn't know, Io Shirai is married to Evil. New Japan Pro Wrestling.
She's not married to me. Oh, okay.
And with that being,
how you know my stripper name? All right, yeah, go ahead.
With that being said, that concludes night 1. Make sure you stay tuned right here on YouTube. We're going to have our night 2 predictions posted up as well. You can catch us at.
What are you doing?
We're ending it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Because we're starting a new one, right?
You got a whole nother night.
I know. Right now. What are you talking about?
I know. We're separating the 2 shows, right?
No.
So we got to have an intro for the new show and an outro for the prior show. Or you just go hard start the second one.
We just keep going. What are you talking about?
Right. I'm ending the other one so we can transition to the other one. But
I'm
fine.
If
we're not going to do that, then let's go to night 2, baby. Hold on. I ain't ready for night 2.
You think I'm made of time?
Shit. You know what? I can't work under these conditions. Night 2, Thursday, April 8th, live from the Capitol Wrestling Center. This is going to be streaming exclusively on the Peacock and the USA and WWE Network, everywhere else. So, gentlemen, let's start with the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship match. We got Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon, who are the champions, defending against the way of Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell.
Out of everything I saw on NXT on Wednesday, I cared the least about this.
I second that.
Yeah, I will third that.
This needs to be on the kickoff show.
Look, so I'm just going to go ahead and give my predictions. I think Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart is going to retain because if the Way wins, they would have hot-shotted the title twice in less than, a month? Yeah. And then fuck them titles. So the only reason why Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart is going to retain or should retain is because you don't want to hot shot the belts again.
I don't know.
So it's a nothing match.
I like the Way. I think they need some more titles. I would like to see them grow. But I'm with you. I don't want to see those titles change hands again. So I'm going to go with Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon.
Yeah, I feel like they keep putting the Way, and especially Johnny Gargano's wife, what's her name? Candice LeRae. They keep putting her in these difficult spots where she can never get the job done and win the big matches. And Shotzi and Ember, both tremendous workers, work their asses off. And so I think we're going to get a pretty decent match, like, for the titles, but those titles shouldn't be leaving Shotzi and Ember at this point in time. So it's a really messed up spot for the way to be in right now because they've lost every big match that they've had, at least that I've seen over the past like 6 months.
But since WWE doesn't give a shit about titles or how many they have, they probably will have the way win.
And then I also hate when the champions are the ones that issue the challenge. Like why are you going out there and issuing challenges?
Well, because then you don't get
easy booking.
Then you don't get to ride your tank to the ring, and then slowly, very very slowly, excruciatingly slowly turn it around
hold on.
and drive back up the ramp.
Left out the part where they shot somebody with the tank, and then they did nothing about it as they drove slowly away.
Yes, they attacked indie wrestling with the tank. That was not fair. But if she did want to get some retribution for that, she could have easily caught them as they slowly went up the ramp.
Did you mean to say indie wrestling?
That's her name.
Oh, I thought it was Hartwell. But...
It is Hartwell. However, because she's part wrestling. Of the way, it's Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling. He has renamed her Indie Wrestling.
Wouldn't that make that his wife? I wonder how Candice LeRae feels about that.
Come on, man. This is 2021. Don't kink shame.
Candice Wrestling doesn't work.
They're doing the polygamy storyline?
Are you jealous? You sound jealous.
What does Austin Theory fit into that?
I'm jealous.
What does Austin Theory fit into that?
Go ahead, Gargano. Mr. Wrestling.
See, you think it's a storyline.
Is that the way?
They're going to work their way into a shoot, brother.
Right. Suddenly NXT got more interesting.
I don't know if that's the way, guys. I don't think that's the way.
Peacock.
That's the Gargano way.
Don't worry. Peacock erase this entire storyline 6 months from now.
Lord. Jesus Christ.
All right, next up, speaking of the way, the NXT North American Championship will be defended by Johnny Gargano by the winner of the Night 1 Gauntlet Eliminator match.
And we already gave you our predictions. Me and Chris Black both predicted Bronson Reed to take it. So I'm going to say that if Bronson Reed does face Johnny Gargano, that Bronson Reed wins the North American Championship.
And if my pick, who is Dexter Lumis, I think he wins his first title? First title here.
See, I would normally agree that whoever wins the Gauntlet Eliminator match will win the title from Johnny Gargano. But if Dexter Lumis wins, he's definitely not winning.
Wow.
What the fuck is he going to do with the title?
The same thing the Fiend did.
Lord, make it a grotesque version of it.
He's going to make it
Stalker. It's going to be the Stalker Championship.
He's going to make it out of human skin. Oh, never mind. They're on Peacock. He can't do that. God damn it. Fucking cock.
Can't even do the Stalker gimmick.
Fucking cock ruins everything.
Is that a tagline? The cock ruined everything. The cock ruined WWE. Print it.
And next up,
where's damn it, I fucked up the joke. Never mind. I was gonna say where's Funaki when you need him to eliminate the cock?
Kai and Tai.
I
choppy your pee-pee.
Where's Kai and Tai when you need him? Somebody feel free to make that meme.
Have the cock's head underneath the sword.
The cock has grown too powerful. We need Kai and Tai.
Alrighty, enough about cocks. Let's get back to this wrestling action. We can talk about two cocks. We can talk about Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. They will settle their uncontrollable rivalry under only conditions NXT would agree to, with the Black and Gold brand not responsible for their safety. This will be an unsanctioned match, and I'm going with Adam Cole, baby.
Only reason this match is happening is because Adam Cole wants to try to outdo his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And I don't think he's going to outdo Britt Baker.
Mustafa, I'm shocked at you because, Kyle O'Reilly has to win this, right? Like he has to.
But I feel like everything they're doing here is to elevate Adam Cole.
Why? He doesn't need to be
Because
elevated anymore.
I think he's leaving us.
So leave on his back.
Yeah, he's going to NXT. I mean, he's going to AEW. I just want y'all to know that when he says he's leaving.
Oh, he's
Well, he
definitely
just
leaving on his
resigned not
back
too long
then.
ago. He just resigned not too long ago. He ain't going nowhere. She gonna go there, if anything. We gonna have another dentist. Since one is going to the Hall of Fame this year, we're gonna need a replacement dentist. So you guys going with Kyle O'Reilly?
I'm gonna go with Kyle O'Reilly because I think this is being done to raise his star.
Yeah.
Because everybody in Undisputed Era always felt like they were playing second fiddle to Adam Cole. Adam Cole has had his time in the light he has made. I think they have to build up the other members of Undisputed Era. So I'm going to go with Kyle O'Reilly.
You know, that's one thing I'm going to say about
this match is going to be a banger.
One thing I will say about the Undisputed Era, and usually when you have factions like this, you have, your top guy, you have your middle tier guy, you have your bottom tier guy, and you can immediately tell who's is who. But with these three guys, any of these guys can be main eventers. Any of these guys can be the top stars. So, I mean, I kind of agree with you guys with the Kyle O'Reilly thing. I think Adam Cole is just being elevated to get up out of here, so that's why I'm picking him, though. But, alrighty, next up is one of my other main events that's not going to be the main event, but I still respect the main event because the main event is going to be awesome. But the secondary main event is going to be the ladder match for the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Santos Escobar versus Jordan Devlin in a ladder match. The question will be answered on night 2 of NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver when Santos Escobar and Jordan Devlin face off for the coveted title in a ladder match. Escobar made an instant impact upon his arrival on the Black and Gold brand, winning last year's NXT Cruiserweight Championship tournament before unmasking and forming Elgato del Fantasma along with Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza. Keep in mind that Jordan Devlin was the champion at that point, and because of COVID restrictions was not allowed to come to the States and they were not allowed to have events in the UK, so they basically stripped him, quote unquote, of the title. But now we finally get the matchup that I've been waiting for since the start of COVID. These two ladder match. I'm ready for it. Jordan Devlin with the W.
Absolutely. Or should I sound like the Miz? Correct. Jordan Devlin he's definitely beating this guy.
Jordan Devlin's walking out. Santos Escobar is going to have to go back to Elgato del Fantasma empty-handed and look at his 2 cohorts holding gold. So,
and I think this match is definitely going to be fantastic, awesome.
Yeah, I think that you're going to get unhinged Santos Escobar. Basically, going to be the opposite of what they have going on the main roster or what they had going on the main roster with the Hurt Business. The tag team is going to hold gold, and the singles champion, is going to lose his. And I think the tag team, the NXT tag team champions are going to break away. That's my prediction.
So you see the end of Legado del Fantasma.
Yep.
All right, and now another match that we have been waiting for the longest. We got the NXT Heavyweight Championship. Finn Balor defending against Karrion Kross with Scarlett. Finn Balor has been virtually untouchable since his return to NXT, but he's about to face his toughest yet NXT test. The former NXT Karrion Kross. Keep in mind that Karrion Kross defeated, what's that guy's name? Bastion's Glory. Keith Lee for the belt. However, he dislocated, I believe it was his shoulder, and had to relinquish the title. So now the uncrowned king is coming back for his title. I am going with Karrion Kross.
You'd be a fool to bet on Finn Balor, so I'm also going with Karrion Kross. I don't think he's gonna dog walk him, but it's gonna be close to a squash.
Yeah, Karrion Kross is winning this match, and Karrion Kross is winning this match mainly on the strength that we have to get to Finn Balor versus Walter that was promised to us last summer.
And possibly Finn Balor will take the title off of Walter. Possibly.
One thing I do want to bring up is the fact that their promos this past Wednesday was both basically talking about their cardio, which I think this is going to be one of them long matches, one of them long back and forth matches. Possibly with Finn, in my opinion, with Finn Balor losing. But what do you guys think about the promos they cut against each other? Where basically Karrion Kross was saying, "Hey, you think the longer this goes, it goes in your favor, but it doesn't." And Finn Balor's like, "I'm basically gonna wear you out and beat you."
I'm thinking that Karrion Kross has Scarlet, so I know his cardio has got to be top notch. I don't think anybody can match his stamina.
Well, hold on. So, are these going to be 2-hour events on USA Network?
That's a good question.
Okay, the reason why I ask is because there's 5 matches, 2 hours, and you already have Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly, which could go pretty long. Jordan Devlin and Santos Escobar, a ladder match, which could also go long. Like, how long? Well, the women's tag match could be kind of short, and the NXT North Championship can go 10 to 15. So I guess it's possible. I don't think this is going to be that long of a match. Definitely not.
I think it may be because we're thinking of it in terms of being on television and them having a bunch of promos. You're not going to have a bunch of promo packages. The main thing is going to be intros because, like, the Gauntlet Eliminator matches, like, are they going to give everybody an individual entrance and all of that type of stuff? I think they can get it done in 2 hours. The thing that you just made me realize is that this is simulcasted on Peacock and the USA Network. So the USA Network is obviously going to have their commercials. But if you're watching on Peacock, you're going to get to see the matches all the way through. So when we usually think about television, we think about the commercials and all that type of stuff. So there's going to be a lot more time in the matches than what you think about when you watch a match on cable television, if that makes any sense. Because you don't really watch the commercial, so a match might seem like it was only like 5 minutes, but it might actually went through like 2 or 3 commercial breaks, which each commercial break is 3 minutes. So they have the pure 2 hours to do these matches, and there's 5 matches on each card. That's like 20 minutes, more than 20 minutes to each match. It's like 22 minutes per match if they gave them all equal time.
Okay. Like I said, the tag match could go 8 to 10, if that. Johnny Gargano's match could go, maybe 12. So yeah, it's possible.
I'm wondering if they're doing this to kind of test WrestleMania with the whole 2 nights deal, and that way, if something happens on night 1, they can fix it on night 2. Something happens on night 2, they can fix it before night 1 of WrestleMania.
I don't think so, because remember, this is going to be on USA Network, so it's not going to stress out the Peacock network as much as WrestleMania is going to be, where that is 100% exclusive to that service.
True, but something is better than nothing,
Well, they already have Fastlane. I'm sure Fastlane had more people watching on Peacock than are going to watch NXT on Peacock.
I thought we were never going to talk about that event ever again.
I mean, I didn't have a good experience with Peacock. So we'll see how it goes. I still have my WWE network too.
I had a very dark joke, but I'm not going to say that. We're going to have an uncut version of the Slamcasters on Patreon or something. It took everything to stop me from saying that.
With that being said, that is the end of night 2. So take us home, Tru Element.
All right, you guys want to give out your... Actually, you know what? Oh, when is this dropping? It's dropping Saturday, so Chris Black would have already counted those lights at the Legacy Pro show yesterday. More than likely. So I was gonna say make church announcements. Well, you can make church announcements. What's the next Legacy Pro show that's coming up?
Next
And
Legacy
then give out
Pro,
your social medias.
Next Legacy Pro will be 5/1. That is May 1st. Ruckus at the Root River Center 2. We'll be live at the Root River Center located at 7220 West Rawson Avenue in Franklin, Wisconsin. Tickets will be available on legacyprowi.com. Probably, I'm going to try my best to probably have them by the end of that following week.
All right. And then you can go ahead and give out your social medias.
You can catch me at Xavier Mustafa on Facebook and on Twitter. You can also catch my solo podcast, XM Cinema, wherever you're listening to your podcast. And you can catch that social media at XM Cinema on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram.
You can catch me at Instagram and Facebook at The Natural Chris Black. And you can catch me at Twitter at _natural_CB. And also check out my YouTube channel, The Natural Chris Black, where I cover all of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Again, I'm going to replace Dave Meltzer as the voice of New Japan, except I won't be having no bullshit 5-star, 6-star, 7-star ratings, even though I still love it. My most recent video, I put out predictions for the Sakura Genesis show that's going on tomorrow night, April 4th. And I also addressed the controversial change to the IWGP World Heavyweight title.
The Mothman Prophecies title.
So you can hear my opinions on that.
All right. And you can catch me at Slamcaster TE78 over on Twitter. You can also catch us wherever you get your podcast from. Be sure to check us out over there. Completely different content than what you get over here on YouTube. Also, since you are here on YouTube, feel free to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you're notified whenever new episodes go up. Also, leave us a like, leave us a dislike. Just show us that you're caring or not caring about the content. Also, you can catch us on most social media platforms, mainly Facebook, where we have our fan page. Just search Saturday Night Slamcasters. And we also have our Slamcaster Slam Board, which is a Facebook group where you can interact with us and interact with other fans of the show as well. And we talk about a bunch of different things over in there and post a bunch of news and memes. And yeah, be sure to join us over there. Other than that, we will be back with you guys on Wednesday of next week to give you guys our WrestleMania predictions. Those will be going live over here on YouTube as well. Actually, yes, Wednesday. Sorry. And then we're going to be having our full podcast episode actually drop a date early for you guys. So that'll be dropping on Friday instead of Saturday. So you got this episode. You're going to have an episode on Wednesday. And then you're going to have our full episode dropping for you guys on Friday evening. So tons of content coming for you guys. It's that season. WrestleMania, NXT, and things should start slowing down after this. So, yeah, be sure to just join us wherever you can find us, Saturday Night Slamcasters. We up out of here. Holla at your boys. Come get slammed. Peace.